right, YouTube. Once again, it's Kennard, Vernon, and Stewart here for the podcast, talking Auburn football. Another CarCast. Go ahead and subscribe to Vernon Speak Sports Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger War Eagle. Okay, go ahead and get active in the comment section. Auburn spring football in full effect. You got the spring football game coming up pretty soon. One of the main topics of Auburn football right now is the quarterback battle. Kind of seems like it's been a thing for the Tigers since the 2019 season, where you had Bo Nix battling it out, or at least we would like to presume that they battled it out in 2019. Malik Willis subsequently transfers to Liberty, as he turned out to be a possible first-round pick in the NFL draft. Malik Willis says that when he was at Auburn, he was not mature enough to take on that role. Now, many of you conspiracy theorists will say, well, that's BS, but you just never know. That's what the man said. I mean, you just got to take him for his word. He said he wasn't mature enough to compete for the starting spot. I'm kind of baffled by that, considering that his competition was a little bit lower than his senior at the time, but that's what the man said. And he went to Liberty with Hugh Freeze, and he turned it around. Bo Nix had some good moments at Auburn, had some pretty questionable moments at Auburn, winds up transferring to Oregon. I think it might work out for Bo Nix. Bo Nix actually started to kind of come into his own last season. Then he had just a crucial injury that took him out, and TJ Finley subsequently starter. Had some okay moments, had some pretty abysmal moments, but it is what it is. Auburn goes on a pretty hefty losing streak to end the 2021 season, finished 6-7, and succumbing to Houston in the Birmingham Bowl. Just a lot of bad perception when it comes to that. But now here's what you got. You got a quarterback battle between Holden Grenier, TJ Finley, Zach Calzada, and Robbie Ashford. A lot of folks are wondering, well, who's in the lead? Right now, it looks like TJ Finley is in the lead for this battle. TJ Finley looks a little bit more crisp. They said they're giving him praise from the first scrimmage, although the offensive line did give up some sacks or whatever. But you're talking about the reserve offensive line, as most of the returning offensive line are recovering from injury. So we probably won't be able to see any real deal footage as to what the Auburn offensive line will look like. Now, I'll say my favorite coming into the spring was Robbie Ashford. I thought he had the mobility. I thought he had the decision making. But there could be a case that Brian Harsin, and how he wants to do this thing philosophy-wise, he doesn't really want a mobile quarterback. He wants a quarterback that can make some decisions and that can throw the football down the field and keep it moving. He might have that in Zach Calzada. Once Zach Calzada comes back fully recovered from injury. Bo Nix was his best option, well, from experience, and also because of the shaky play of the offensive line. And Holden Grenier, in my opinion, you get a young guy. I mean, the stage is kind of big right now. I'm not a big proponent unless you're just a once-in-a-lifetime type talent. I'm just not big on true freshman quarterbacks in Power 5 football. What we're going to probably be looking at is TJ Finley being the starter day one of the 2022 football season. A lot of folks don't agree because of his output at times last year. That's probably what you're going to be looking at. I think he's had a chance to develop himself. I'm not saying he stays in the position, but given the injury factor, given Demartrius Davis transferring out, TJ Finley might be your best option. Now, hopefully, just for the fact that Offensive lines just can't hold guys for a long period of time, no matter how good they are. Hopefully he's a little bit more mobile and make better decisions when the pocket collapses, because he's committed to the pocket. He's not trying to leave the pocket. He's not trying to run. That's not his MO. But he's going to have to understand that you're not going to be able to just sit in the pocket and make good decisions. So what do you think about this quarterback battle? What do you think about TJ Finley and some of the others involved? Demetrius Davis definitely was a huge loss from the quarterback room, but we'll just have to go from there. More videos to come. Glad to be back on the air. Like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.